Hi, some of you have asked me why don't I play GOG General 3. I was a bit skeptical about the game, but after many of you have asked, I decided to take it a hard look. And actually, it's not too bad. It's more complicated than the World Conqueror and European War, but it has some interesting strategic aspects, especially the special forces, the subsidies. So I'm going to give it a shot, and I will not buy any premium general this time. The only thing I've done, I've invested $5 to buy the victory medal. It gives you 50 medals per day, so over time that is a very useful loot bounty, let's say. And the hero medal that gives you one additional general slot, okay, and that's it. But I think, but I never played this game. I think the overall strategies from the other games should apply. So I'm curious to see how my knowledge of the World Conqueror helps me in this game. Well, only one way to find out. Let's try with 1939, the Western Front. Okay, so an important point for you in case this is different from War Conqueror. See here, that's your headquarters. You cannot mix Axis and Allies General. In Axis campaign, you can only use the Axis General in red. In Allies, the Allied General in blue. And so here is where I bought my first two generals using the medals. These are very cheap. I bought List. List has two tanks, and I paid 200 medals, I think. And then I purchased a Keitel, that is a 2 medal artillery. Okay, these are two decent general to begin, and then you start with free with 2 Axis general. You have a Messe, which is again 2 tanks, and Bock 2 tanks. Okay, so I have 3 tank and 1 artillery general. Since the first mission allow you 4 general, I'm set. Okay, let's go into Blitzkrieg. And as usual, if you log in daily, you watch the ads, you get the bonuses. That's how you build your little treasure that then you can invest to upgrade the technology in general. That doesn't change. Okay, so I need to occupy 3 key areas. That's my primary objective. Gdansk in 5 turns, defeat Julius in 6, Izmigli in 10. Okay, let's see. So this is like a Great Conqueror Rome. What I don't like is that the enemies are invisible. In War Conqueror, you see all the enemies on the map. That's the part I don't like. But I discovered that this game has the scout. With the scout, you can send him over the enemy territory and you see the enemy. So that's very cool. Okay, so Gdansk is there. I'll start by bombing. This has a longer range. Then I have here all my reinforcement units. So I have a scout, bomber, fighter, and I have this, how is it called, this thing? It's an artillery, I don't know the name. Anyway, you can only put in the orange stuff, so I've done that. Then, here I cannot, I don't have the supply box yet to increase the strength of my units. But anyway, so I will put my tank. In this case, I'm going to put it, okay, the first is Messe, we said. Okay, I will send it here. My technology is 0, primitive. You always see me play with the massive technology, now it is primitive. So now here I can, and I apologize for the speed and maybe the average strategy. I never play this game, I'm like you. So the negative is that, the positive is that you will see what you can do. You can replicate more easily. So that's an infantry, but I'm pretty ignorant of the different type of armies. So I just see a 28-42 attack, 2 defense, 6 speed. Okay, that seems a very basic one. I can add with the special force, and I can add them extra attack. If I give the grenadier, I have to spend 6 coins. I'll do it just because I want to learn in this phase. Okay, here is my artillery general, Keitel. I will put him, and here I can put the special force. The transport troop, it gives you extra mobility. So now it's the mobility from 4 becomes 7. Okay. I still have several generals. Again, I don't know the units. This doesn't have names, so I guess there is only one type of tank and one type of armor car. He has assault, 60% chance to attack again. Okay, this is the most important technology in War Conqueror, so that's something I must get. No, they could have made this more visible to understand which general you can take and which not. So Bok is also good in artillery, maybe I save him, while List it's only tank. Okay, now I have 2 armor cars. And then, how do I produce new generals? Let's see. Here is a factory, so. But here you could have supplied. Here I can increase the mobility. Let me save the special force for now. And who are these guys? It's another, these are named troops. Okay. I'm curious, how do we build units here? And should I put my general here? Anyway, I only have 4. Yes, what the heck. And then I can send now a scout. So I want to know here. Okay, see, that's my target. Well, one of my secondary target. Again, it doesn't tell you the name. It's kind of stupid, no? Because your objective is to kill Schmitz or whatever is his name. Smigli and Julius. But which one is Julius and which one is Smigli? Doesn't tell you, no? Easy tech. What are you thinking? But you see, this is really a big change. Sending the scout, for me, it's great. And then we have a fighter. Now, does this have like air defenses? Yes, 316 health units, so the fighter doesn't do much. Oh, I see. But here you have this tank that is available later on once you get the supply. See? This one, okay. I see in 2 turns it will be available, but I already used my supply, so now I only have 80 left. And what do this guy do? Miners. And that's armor car. Okay, so the industry gives you just resources, but you cannot produce like in War Conqueror. You can only take from this reinforcement, basically. That's the difference between the War Conqueror here. I understand. Okay, so guys, I will get to this game, don't worry. It will take me some time to get familiar. This part I am familiar with. So I have a 60% technology to shoot again. This is 80. Okay. And this is how much? 75. There is the same issue of morale. Yeah, 60%, I'm not lucky. Okay. Almost taken, because now I need to resupply my units, as they're losing health. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, this game. I like this aspect. Especially if I get better at this. So, yeah, question. I got a general there, so I should invest in a transport troop, so I boost his mobility. I'm not clear, the transport troop has 125 health. That doesn't add to the general, so I need to understand. You see, with my doubts, you're going to understand more. And also zoom out the plan so you can see what's over there. Okay. So, turn 3, I need to occupy Gdansk. And now I have unlocked the additional reinforcement. So I hope once I get Gdansk, I get additional resources. So for now, let's see. Okay, I can enter. I will enter with Mesa. Oh, I see. Despite I have Gdansk, I don't own this thing. I need to step on it. In order to own it, that's kind of stupid. Okay, now let's send another scout. I didn't get additional resources, but the scout is priceless. I guess you send it in the middle, so you uncover a big chunk. It's like in Rome Total War, the control tower, the watchtower. So anyway, I need to get this guy now. Okay, I'm halfway. That doesn't show very well the health left. That's another thing I need to improve. There is tech. So he has 87 left. Okay, that's good. And normally in this game, based on the tutorial, when you surround the enemy with multiple units, you can go in panic. In fact, you see now he's in panic mode. I don't have other generals, so they only have. It's a shame. So I'm not clear if I'm able to get more of this little chest or not, because I have. I can invest in this guy. Ah, there is more here. No. So if I do, okay, I cannot sell it. Yeah, the fighter, if I could have changed, I would not have spent the money. It's not useful. Okay, here we get the money. And I get the shields. What do the shields do? With the money you can add special forces. Anyway. Okay, what does it mean? Budarian. Ah, so we defeat already Julius. So now we are missing a Smigli. Okay, I'm still with 80. Smigli is this guy here. It's very far. Ah, see, that's where the scout is useful. I have one more scout. Okay, so I didn't cover this. Okay, the ship has big range. Occupy. So Poznan, it's mine, I don't understand. So I have one fighter. Doing some damage to my general. Okay, 5 turns. I need to keep someone in the rear guard, of course. It's a lot of area to cover. I need to send one more scout. Oh, I finished the scouts. Yeah, that's the thing, that how do you get more of this and how can I spend the money I have? I don't have any supply box or... Ah, I do have the supply, okay. Let's see. I cannot supply the generals. Maybe you supply before you move. I have more special forces here. Prince Eugene. Let's do it. I have plenty of coins. Okay, here I'm going to recruit and then add mobility. Now here we have an airport. Okay. I'm gonna send a scout. Hey. Scout. Here. Okay, good. That's pretty cool. It's like more like playing Risk, which is one of my favorite games. All right. So 227 left. don't like to leave a unit alone in my rear guard. I have nothing, so safer. Slowly advance. Okay, I think we won. Smigl is dead. Okay, all the secondary objective is done, and now we need to occupy the third key area, which is this one. The problem is that my allies are surrounding the city. How am I supposed to get to? Only 20 left. Okay. Tornado bomber, strategic bomber. But I want to paratroop myself. I need this. That's right. I need the paratrooper special force. Okay, we're gonna wait, and that's it. We occupy. Bailan victory. Okay, this is my first victory. It took a bit longer. I apologize if the gameplay is boring, but I'm learning. And if I learn, you're learning too. So that's the plus side. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you prefer a faster game, watch my fast campaign in War Conqueror, where I campaign European War 6.